man, I had a real good video going. Good morning, everyone. Let me start off like that first. It's a little cold. I got my hood on. I'm in Connecticut, New Britain. It's still a little cold in the mornings, like cold, cold. But that'll warm up pretty quickly. By the end of the month, it should be warm all day. Night, morning, you know. But I already started a video. I got this crazy setup, and I plugged this, you know them old tapes that you go in the cars? Well, I hooked it up to this tape deck so I could rig a nice surround sound. Anyway, I still had it plugged in and I started recording and it muffles my voice. Who cares, right? Anyway, I was talking about America's falling. My 39 years on this earth, I have never seen nothing like this. Yes, I've seen the riots in LA. I didn't see them firsthand, but I remember all that. I watched it on TV. I remember all that stuff. I was born in '81, so man, you know, this stuff has been talked about. I've been preaching the infiltration of America, how crooked our government is. 9/11 was an inside job. So I backtracked to Vietnam War or the Korean War. Well, more or less, the war that started after Pearl Harbor. That was an inside job too. A lot of wars were started not to protect America. They were never in a threat. The people that think they're fighting for our freedom are fighting wars of these governments. The people in power's wars. They're not our wars. We're never in danger. You know, I'm watching that movie, and man, it's wrong how, you know, imagine living in your home one day, and the next day they're telling you got to leave. You got so many hours to get out of your home. It's going to be a war zone. I can't imagine living in Iraq or any of them countries. But now it's here at our doorstep, and people are still denying it. People are like, oh man, that would never happen in America. But it's happening in your face. It blows my mind, man. It blows my effing mind that the truth could be right in someone's face, and it would still deny it. So, people are going to go on with their day-to-day life, you know, denying it, don't want to accept it. They think they could just ignore it and it'll go away. Oh yeah, went out of town yesterday, and we were passing a Modio's in New Britain, which used to be this moving company. It's this big, like, it's right next to the 5G tower thing, that they're gonna put. I don't know if there's a lot of those white dishes that they say are 5G. There's tons of them on it, and they're all pointing down. And then, if you don't know Ricky Monday, go check his videos out. He's in California, and he does good videos, man. He's showing the martial law or the curfew, whatever you want to call it. I think last night I was laying in bed, man. I went to bed around 9, so I'm usually up early, and I heard cops driving up and down the street, sounding them alarms. What it sounded like, you know, like when they sound those sirens and they pull up behind someone, like that. They were doing that up and down the streets. I heard them yelling on the loudspeaker. It sounded someone's son. I really couldn't hear it fully, but I think they were clearing people off the streets. What people should have done was throw a rock through that motherfucking cop window. I hate to say that. But this is America. Since when, you know, I don't know. People have them beaten into submission psychologically so bad that they'll listen to anything, even if it's infringing their rights, they would do it anyway. No question. Put on a mask, Chuck. The TV told me, Chuck, put on a mask. I didn't just put the mask on. I listened to everything they said and I went and researched it. First thing they said was a dangerous virus. So I went and looked viruses up because first thing that came out online was AIDS is a virus. So that's what made me research all that crap that they're saying. And when you start breaking it down, this shit holds no weight, man. Now, people are rioting, burning stuff down, and you hear on the news, the COVID being brought back up. It's spreading. What has happened to America, man? Within 5 months, 4 or 5 months, and all they had to do was put stuff on TV, and they could rile us up. I don't know, man. I'm scrambling around, trying to get this, trying to get that, bug out bag, bug in bag. I'm trying to get everything ready, but the money isn't all there, you know? It's like, should I do this? Should I do that? What should I do? If the soldiers come, should I do this? Should I do that? You know? What am I going to do to protect myself? What if they come around with the contract cases? What if they come around with the vaccine? What if they come around with the soldiers and the police? What do I do? What do I say? Do I kill someone? Do I not kill someone? These are all the thoughts going through my head. I prepare ahead. I think like a chess game. I don't know about everyone else. But I say, well, I could do this, and if that don't work, I got this backup plan, that backup plan, and, you know, if that didn't work, plan B don't work, I got a plan C. If C don't work, I got a D, E, and F. I'm always thinking ahead, man. And when I was younger, and I never thought ahead, and I just reacted, it never worked out. Thank God I had elders that came into my life that set me on a path and showed me guidance and wisdom and opened my eyes to a whole lot of stuff I didn't know. You know, especially when I would act out and people would force my hand. They would say, Chuck, I was always told at the age of 14, Chuck, or 13 and 14, you're doing exactly what they want you to do. And I never understood that until I was shown, look. And it all made sense. So to a lot of people when I speak, it probably don't make no sense, which that's fine. Sometimes I like to use words that I like to use. I don't know how to put it. I don't necessarily worry about me. I worry about the women, the children. I worry about the entire country, man. I worry about even people outside of this country. Just because I say we shouldn't have corporations overseas doesn't mean I hate people overseas. It just means that as a government, they're too worried about themselves getting money, right? They don't give two flying F's about the people at the bottom that's bringing them the money. And they've shown it already. They would fire an entire factory to move it overseas for cheap labor. It's happened right in front of my face, in my city, where I live. So, they don't care. It's all about their money. But money's done, people. Money is done. I don't know how else to say it. Money don't matter. Money don't matter. I don't know how else to say it. It's about control now. They're breaking out the scramblers, you know, the phones, and people are recording. If you go in their cop car or soldiers, they got scramblers. They're scrambling the system. Ricky Monday was talking about it. He went near the cop cars. It started buffering. They're breaking out the technologies. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if you see the military truck with a big, it looks like a satellite on top. And if you see those, haul ass, because those things are going to shoot microwaves at you. And it excites the water molecules in your body and causes pain. I don't know how it's done, but I've seen videos on it. You see them trucks, they fold over the top like that, and then it's a regular like military truck, but on the top it folds up. I've seen how they look. So if I see one coming, I don't know what it is. And then I've had people say, Chuck, why you go to the National Guard? What does that prove by you looking and seeing all the vehicles? Because it's the National Guard. That's what they do, right? Well, it proves that they're stocked, they're ready, and they're ready. That's what it proves. That they're stocked up, as we've been telling you for months. Now they're in the streets and people still deny it. Now, what else do you want me to tell you, man? We've been screaming this from the top of them. I've been telling people this since 1999, man. Even before 9/11, I knew, I had in my mind that the government wants to get rid of all the poor people. I already knew. I've read books on it. I had that in my mindset. Elders had taught me a lot of things. To the point where I almost wanted to join the lodge. I got to that point in my life where, you know what? I want that knowledge and wisdom. But then, I don't know what stopped me, man, but I got the email. They invited me. I never went. I said, you know what? Something just pulled me back from it. I don't know what it was, but I didn't go. I said, nah. I think it was the internet. You know, you could find all the knowledge and wisdom you want on there. The secret societies have been infiltrated. All their information's out. They know this. Their time's running out. Put it that way. Their time's running out. They're not going to be able to control millions of people. They're not. I don't know what's going through their mind, but they're not. There's no way. The only way they're going to control everyone is if they wipe everyone out, including yourself. They could hide underground, 4 miles down. They're just going to get trapped in there. That's all. They're never going to be able to come out. See, I know they hide underground. You could look for vent systems. That they have to have venting to bring oxygen down there. I mean, there's oxygen, but not enough. Just destroy the vent systems. Plug them up. Plug the entrances up. They're trapped. They'll die down there. That's fine with me. That just makes it easier grade. I don't know, people. You know, we try to tell you not to riot, not to burn down business. You're burning down businesses that, you know, burn down a freaking police station, which, oh wait, that happened. Burn down courthouse, a bank. Loot a bank. Loot something that matters, like, and people are still wearing masks. That's part of the agenda too. I haven't worn a mask yet. People come up to me and say, Chuck, you could have it, but you just don't know it. Man, that makes me laugh. When has anyone ever gotten sick and not known it? Never in the history of man. A lot of predictive programming really is true, man, because people have watched too many Will Smith movies. I've said this before. Too many virus movies. Too many. See, it's all put in place because they know people are going to react the way they're reacting. It's psychological war. 15 minutes in, I'm not going to keep. People really don't watch my videos. I get 4 or 5 views. And I know I speak to some people, it's crazy, but hey, we ain't sounding so crazy now, are we? I know in back of people's minds, Yeah, I was telling people this months ago online at the clinic over there. I'm like, look, people, they all had masks on but me, and they're all looking at me like I'm crazy. But I'm looking at all of them like they're crazy. I got into a big argument, because I didn't want to wear a mask. And I brought up the point. I said, well, if people are sick, how am I supposed to know who's sick and who's not? So instead of them finding out who's sick, right? If this supposedly, they got to come up with that's how you know it's all bullshit. They got to come up with well, we can't tell unless we test everyone. That's suspicious to me. Because there's been outbreaks all over the world in the past. They never did that or cared to do it. Now all of a sudden they want everyone to get vaccinated. Look, I could put my life on it that these people in power aren't getting vaccinated. I don't know what else to say, people. I just express myself on here, how I feel, what's going through my mind. Sort of like my phone's my psychiatrist and shit. But anyway, if you live in the cities, your best bet is to get the hell out of there, because those are going to be the targets first. And then, instead of people coming together, we're being divided all over again. Black, white, this, that. Then they gotta divide us poor, rich. Oh, it's the poor people's fault. It's the people that have stuff for staying, and the people that don't have stuff are blaming the people that have stuff. And time out. Stop blaming each other. The real problem isn't us. The real problem is the people in power. That's the true enemy. Those are the true gangs. The police, the freaking government. They're pulling these rules and laws out of their ass, and they're implementing them because people don't know their rights, man. Our supposed rights, our precious rights, our precious, how else could I put it? To live the American dream, you gotta be asleep to live it. Because there's no such thing as the American dream, my friend. It's the American scheme.